All right, so this is the last question, question 4 for discussion week 7. Not the worksheet, but in the web page. Okay, so it's solve the equation. In this situation, we can solve because we have an equal sign. Right there. All right. So we have to simplify before we're able to solve. Eventually, we're going to have an answer that just looks like x equals a number. So to begin the process, we do what we've been doing all this time when we've been simplifying. We look at our situations where we can do distributive property first, and then we combine our like terms, and then we'll isolate the x, and from there we'll be able to simplify again till we have an answer. So let's begin with looking at the situations here where you can simplify using distributive property. Okay, so let's work on this one first. We'll have 3 times 2x, which is 6x. 3 times the 8 minus 8. Remember to think of whatever's in front of the term as attached to the term. So it's plus 3 times a minus 8, which then is a minus 24. That is just something you have to get used to when we're using the distributive property a lot with algebra. Okay, so let's keep track of what we've been doing here. This hasn't changed. It's still 5x sitting there. This is a plus 6x because it was a plus 3 times a plus 2, so it's still plus. And now this is where we bring down our equal sign. That hasn't gone away. And we're going to simplify over here. So let's take the 2 times the x, and that will give us 2x. And then we'll do the 2 times the 6. That's a plus 2 times a plus 6, so that would be a plus 12. So now we have gotten these parentheses out of our way, and we can start to combine like terms where we can combine them. These cannot be combined, but over here we have a 5x and a 6x, which can be combined, so we're going to combine those. So 5x plus 6x, remember you add the coefficients, so that'd be 11, 11x. This is just minus 24, it hasn't gone anywhere, it's not doing anything. And our equal sign, and the rest of our problem still hasn't changed. We don't want to factor out because we just got through this is factoring out, so if we factored out here, we'd end up right back here. So let's not go that way. So now this is where we're isolating x. We've got x on both sides of the equal sign, and that's what you don't want. So we have to move our terms. We want x to be all on one side and the numbers to be on the other side. So I'm going to begin, I'm going to move this 2x first. So if it's added, because since there's no sign in front of 2, it's always positive. So it's a positive 2, so I do the opposite. I subtract it off from both sides. Whatever you do to this side has to be done to this side. So subtract off 2x on this side. That will give you a 0. And this gives you a 9x. Okay, where's the rest of our problem? Well, we have to bring it down. We take this, bringing it down here. So we have minus 24. The equal sign stays. And we still have the plus 12. So that's plus 12. Of course, 0 plus 12 is just 12. All right. Now we have a number here, we have an x here, and we have a number. So let's move this now. 24, take the entire minus 24. We want to move it to the side of the equal sign. To do that, you do the opposite. It's subtracted here, so you add. Trying to figure out what's the best way to make this look like we're doing something here. So minus 24 plus 24, and then I am going to do, this is a plus on this side, so I have to do the same thing on this side, so that's plus 24. So that gives us on this side a 36. And then all of this stuff here is gone. We don't have to write the 0. We do have to write the equal sign, so we'll put that equal sign. This is subtracted off, meaning now it equals 0, so that's gone. Bam. And we just have a 9x. So we bring that down. We have 9x equal to 36. So we still are working on isolating the x. When you have an x over here, now it's multiplied to 9. So in order to move this 9, just like we were trying to move these terms to the other side of the equation, we're moving the 9 over here. We have to do the opposite function. It's multiplied here, so we divide the 9 to move it away from the x. Whatever's done on this side has to be done on this side to keep it balanced. And 9 over 9 is 1. So a 1x simply means x. And a 36 divided by 9 is a 4. So your answer becomes x equals 4. So the steps are, you take your distributive property and apply it so that you have these terms. Combine any like terms. So we combine the 5x and the 6x, we got the 11x. We have to move the terms that are on each side of the equation so that the x's are on one side and the numbers are on the other side. And this is a several step process. At first we took this 2x and moved it to the left by subtracting. Then we took the 24 and moved that to the right by adding. Then, when we were left with a 9x, we divided the 9 to then have the x finally by itself equaling one number. Okay, and you'll see a lot more of this done as we go along.